Okay, hey guys, it's Programmers Life once again, back from where we ended in our previous episode. We are still looking at operators. So if you have watched the previous episode, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Programmers Life, and you'll get the best. Okay, back again under still C++. Okay, we ended with increment and decrement operators. So right now I want us to introduce another type of operators, and that was operator number 6, assignment operator. Assignment operator, some people have it under as shorthand assignment operators. Now, an assignment operator is used to store a value in some memory location. Definitely that is a variable. Okay, its left operand should be an L value. We call them L value. Okay, and the right operand should be an arbitrary expression. Okay, so the latter is evaluated and the outcome is stored in a location denoted by the L value. Okay, L value stands for left value. Okay, L value stands for the left value, and this is very common. Now, what do we call an assignment operator? It's what you guys call equals, but in programming, the moment you say equals, that is something totally different. So for our case, the equal sign is called an assignment operator. Now we have what we call shorthand assignment operators. Now, a shorthand assignment operator means that either relational or basic math operators, those are arithmetic operators, each operator moves with an equal sign. So that makes what we call shorthand assignment operator. What do I mean? I have a plus, so it moves with that. I have a minus, it moves with that. I have a multiplication, it moves with that. I have a modulus, it moves with that. What else can we have? I have a bitwise OR, it can move with that. I can have a bitwise AND, it can move with that. Then I have an exclusive OR, it can move with the assignment operator, and so much more. So those are called shorthand assignment operators. Are we together, guys? Those are called shorthand assignment operators. What do I mean? Examples. I can say given x is assigned 2 and y is assigned 4. Guys, do you hear how I'm saying it? I'm saying x is assigned 2 and y is assigned 4. Are you getting that? So what does it mean? I can say y times assignment x. Okay, actually let's make it here very clear. I can say evaluate. Okay, I can say evaluate y multiplication assignment x. So what does this mean? Its complete form is of course y is 4 altogether. Y is 4, so we are saying 4 times 2. That is what it's meaning literally. Now, in the programming concept, Programming wise, what does this one mean? It means we are looking for the value of y. So it's gonna be y is assigned y times 4. Sorry, x is 2, so times 2. So the value of y is 8. Okay, actually let me try it right here. So the value of y is 8. So definitely what we are looking for, the L value, the left value altogether. Then once again, what if I said y divide assignment x? The full form of this is y is assigned y divided by 2. So definitely the value of y is 2. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Then what if I said x plus assignment 1? What does it mean? It means that x is assigned x plus 1. So what does it mean here? The value of x is 3, because x was 2 plus 1. And by the way, if you've been following from the previous episode, if I say x is assigned x plus 1, definitely this means I'll say here this is the same as x plus plus. So it takes us back. But what I wanted to show you, how do shorthand assignment operators work? So this is shorthand. This was a layman for you to understand. Programming bit is here. Shorthand. But this is the full form of this previous expression. This is the full form of this expression, and this is the full form of this expression altogether, guys. So that is how we use the assignment operators. Then we have what we call conditional operators. The conditional operator. I don't know, I think I've lost track of the types of operators. Last time it was 6, then here we are having 7. What is called the conditional operator. Now the conditional operator is funny, because programming things are always funny. They're about magic and making things happen. So what you guys call the question mark, here we call it the conditional operator. Something applies. What you guys call an exclamation, here we call it a not. So there we go. So the conditional operator takes 3 operands. The conditional operator takes 3 operands, and the syntax is I can have operator 1, then I'll ask conditional, then I'll have operator sorry, we say this is operator 1, so this one is gonna be 2, and we shall have operator 3. Now operator 1 is always the condition. The opt 1 is the condition under testing. Someone is asking, but really, do I need to know all these things? Please, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and you decided to come and watch these several episodes of the C++ language, then trust me, you need to have all this in your head. That is what it means for someone to say, I know the language, I can program in that language. I told you, each language you learn as a programmer, it means you are enriching your toolbox. Okay, so What do I mean for this case? Leave no stone unturned. That is why I keep on saying, after watching my videos, after watching several episodes of whichever language you've watched, please go and make deeper research. But what I do, I make you understand in the most basic way of these concepts. So opt 1, this is the syntax, and opt 1 is the condition that is under testing. So assume, or with an example, I have int m. Okay, then I have int m. Sorry about that. Maybe we should say m is assigned 1 and n is assigned 2. And by the way, let me comment here, you can declare variables of the same type at the same time with a comma. Okay, definitely the way you see it, I said m is assigned 1 and n is assigned 2, so I terminate here. So it means we are sharing one statement. M and n are both integer variables. So assume we have m and we have n. Then I'm saying int mean. I have another variable called mean, and inside mean I'm saying, or I'm asking, is m less than n? It's a question. I think you see how interesting it is. I'm asking, but you put the result in mean. After evaluating this, after testing the whole condition and returning a result, then I want to read the result from mean. Okay, so it means that I'm checking, or I'm asking, is m less than n? So if it is, then return m. If it's not, then return n. So what does it mean? I'll come back here. This is when the testing is true, and this is when it's false. Okay, so it means that if m is less than n, then you're going to give me m, or if it is not less, then you're going to give me n. So definitely, since it's a statement, then we are going, so what shall we get here? This gives a 1, gives a true. Why does it give a true? Ask yourself, is m less than n? Yeah, it is. So if it is, then what is the value of m? The value of m is 1. So if I print mean is going to give me 1. Are we clear? Are we clear? Are we clear, guys? Okay, so one thing that you need to note that of the second and the third operands of the conditional operator, only one is evaluated. Okay, so you see, it is only one. It was m which was evaluated. Otherwise, if this was false, then it would be n that would be evaluated. Now, this may be significant when one or both contain side effects. I'm saying it again. This may be significant or important when one or both contain side effects. Now, if you don't know what side effects are, please go back and watch my previous episodes. For this language, I talked about side effects. What do I mean? Their evaluation causes a change to to the value of a variable. I'm saying in simple terms about side effects, their evaluation causes a change to the value of a variable. Now, what do I mean? Assume we had another scenario where I'm going to use the same example. So I'll say example 2. I want to show you what side effects mean for this matter or for this case. So assume I'm testing if m is less than n, but on return, if the condition is true, return a post-incremented m, or return a post-incremented n. Now, for this matter, what is going to happen? M is incremented because m is evaluated. M is incremented because m, I will note here, m is incremented because what? M increment is evaluated. Guys, are we together? But again, what do you notice? N is not incremented. N is not incremented. N is not incremented because, I think that is very obvious, because n post increment is not evaluated. Okay guys, so basically what I wanted to show you is how you can move around with such an operator. Now guys, I know people are so anxious to see how such operators work within programs, but don't worry, so much is yet to come. It's better when we move slowly by slowly. Now lastly, around this bit, still underlining from the same example of a conditional operator, there is something that I've just used up here where I said where was it? Yeah, here where I said we can use a comma, okay, to separate the declarations. But in another case we have what we call the comma operator. This is also very important. Guys, I told you my target is for you to learn the language and enjoy the language and become an expert in the language. So we have what we call the comma operator. Now, there are cases whereby we have multiple expressions. Don't forget what an expression is. We talked about that in the previous episodes. So there are cases whereby we have multiple expressions, and we can combine. We can combine them into one. There are such cases. I have multiple expressions and I want to combine them into one. So here we use a comma. Okay, here we use a comma. Definitely it will take 2 operands. Okay, so what is going to happen? It first evaluates the left operand, then takes the right operand. So evaluation will begin from the left operand, I mean, okay, then it will take the right operand and returns the value okay, as the final outcome. Now this is what I mean. Programming is by examples. Assume I have int m again. Once again, I have n and I have min. I've used those variables up there in my example. So once again, I'm saying int m count. I have another variable which is called count and initialized to 0. Then I have another variable which is called n count and is initialized to 0 again. So relating to m and n up there. Then of course I can have quite a number of code around there. If I assume it was a working program, then I can say min. This is where I'm using the comma now. I can say I'm checking if m is less than n, and I'm using a conditional operator. Okay, then what is going to happen? It means that if it's gonna be true, then I'll affect the value of n count. That is a post increment. Then I'll have m to be printed. Okay, then if at all it's false, then I'll have n count increment and I'll have n. Are we there, guys? This is what they call programming. We're talking about a comma operator. So in the explanation, sometimes I just love talking, but again, if I just talk, people will not pick the concept well. So in the explanation, when m is less than n, when m is less than n, m count is evaluated. I think I'm making more sense now. When m is less than n, then m count is evaluated. I'm picking the same concept from here, from the syntax that we had here. If this testing is true, then we opt for this. Otherwise, if it's false, then we opt for that. So it's what exactly is happening here, but the only difference is that here we are using a comma operator to combine a number of expressions. Okay, like I'm combining this in one part and I'm combining this in the other part. So when m is less than n, then m count is evaluated and the value of m is stored in min, and the value of m is stored in min. Remember, min is our L value, so it means that whichever result that we get at the end of execution is dropped into min. Okay, so that is for the first part. If it is less, then how about if it's not less? So that means otherwise what? Then n count, that is the other part when it is false, is evaluated, and the value of what? And the value of what? It was the value of m previously, then the value of n is stored in the L value, that is min. So guys, that is briefly about the comma operator. Once again, someone is yearning so much to know how such can really work within the program, but don't worry, a lot is yet to come in the understanding. Now there is another very special operator that you guys I want to look for. So another assignment, of course, is the assignment for this session. Make research about the size of operator. See, it has even been put in red, so please look out for it. Then you can even have some examples from whichever so references, I said I'll keep on giving you references. You can go to www.tutorials www.tutorialspoint.com. okay, with added value. Definitely I don't really use those references because there is nothing much new they can really talk to me about. But since you're a learner, since you're a novice, since you're trying to recall certain concepts within programming, that is, if at all you already have some good knowledge of programming, then yeah, I think it's worth a check. Now we've talked about operators, we've talked about variables, and a lot is to really condense into one. But like I said, someone is really asking so many questions, like, do I really need to keep all that in my head? Definitely yes. If you don't, then I doubt if you really know the language. Okay, now we have something that is very, very important. Each time we use an operator, of course this has been hidden away from you in the examples that I've given you up there, but for any operator there is what we call precedence and associativity of operators. Guys, I'm saying when we are in C++, definitely even other programming languages, every operator has what we call precedence, and every operator has what we call associativity. Now someone is saying, wow, what the hell are you talking about? I'm saying the order in which operators are evaluated in an expression is important. I'll say it again. The order in which operators are evaluated in an expression is very, very important, and it is determined by what we call precedence rules. I said earlier in the previous episodes that we had that we are going to be learning more and more about the rules of the language. Now here we are under operators. We are talking about something called precedence and associativity. Then I've mentioned again and again that the order of operators in terms of evaluation in an expression is very important, and it is determined by what we call precedence. All together. Now precedence means what is the level of effect of an operator in an expression. Precedence means what is the level of effect. Is it high? Is it low? Of an operator in an expression. Reason being, some operators are having higher levels of precedence over others. I'm saying it again. Some operators have higher levels of precedence than others. Okay, then associativity means if I'm handling an operator in an expression, what is the order? Do I move from right to left, or I move from left to right? For example, I've done the talking so well. Hope you picked. You can rewind and make yourself understand. Assume we have A is equivalent to B plus C, we should say, times D. Take a look at this expression. I'm saying A equivalent, not assignment, A equivalent to B plus C times D. Now, what does this mean? Basing on precedence rules. Now, for those of you who are so confused at this level, I will help you remember the old law of body mass. I think now someone is nodding their head saying, okay, this is what you're referring to. Yeah, okay. But of course we are in programming, so we should try to speak programming and understand things in a programming way. So that is why I'm saying remember the old law of body mass. So what does it mean? It means that C times D is evaluated first. Did you know that? Oh, sorry about that. Is evaluated first. Someone is asking why? Because the multiplication has a higher precedence. The multiplication has a higher precedence, okay, than which operators are still pending. We have the plus and we have the equivalent operator. Guys, are we moving? So in the precedence rules, it's the multiplication that will come first. Why? Because it has a higher effect within the expression. That is what the rule of precedence says. Altogether, the result is then added to B. The result is then added to B. Are you noting that in the expression? The result is then added to B. Reason. The plus has a higher precedence than the equivalent. Guys, are we enjoying? But not the precedence rules. The precedence rules are overridden. The precedence rules are overridden by the brackets. Hey, guys, back again to the old law. Am I making sense? I believe so. So if I told we had brackets in programming, they are called parentheses, then I think, or not even thinking, I'm sure the rules stated up here, which one begins first in evaluation and which one goes next and last, are going to be overridden. Reason being, we shall be having brackets. Okay. Someone is saying, give me an example. Okay, here is the example. So assume I had A. Once again, A is equivalent to into B plus C then times D. here the story changes. Okay, how does the story change? Plus is evaluated first than the multiplication. Okay, so hope that is clear. Another note, maybe guys, I've really given this time so that you understand. Now what is so surprising, you might move around and watch quite a number of videos, but some of these things might not be well explained, but hopeful. I'm really trying to do my best. So another note about precedence and associativity: operators with the same precedence are evaluated in the order specified. I'm saying it again. Operators with the same precedence level are evaluated in the order specified. So what do I mean? Example, assume I had A is assigned B plus assignment C. Someone is saying, hey, nothing is new here. This is shorthand addition. This is of course assignment. So then what is going to happen here? The evaluation order is right to left. So associativity is right to left. Okay, that is the evaluation order. So how does it come? B plus assignment C is evaluated first. Guys, are we picking? First of all, I said if you find that operators are sharing the same level of precedence, then you follow the way they are specified within the expression. So, and again, what you need to know is that for that case, associativity is from right to left. So it means we shall handle the expression, then we throw the result into the L value. Now the L value this time around is gonna be A. So it means that if it's from right to left, so this is gonna be evaluated first, then followed by do I need to write this? But okay, we are learning. So followed by A assigned B. I think it really makes quite some sense. So guys, for any questions, of course, reach me out on +256 751 824973. that is WhatsApp, or programmerslive@gmail.com. I sign out.